Are we live? Are we live? Yes. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing great, amazing, fantastic. And your studies are going on great, amazing. Okay, bachcho? Yes, good afternoon, guys. Arya, Samitha, Sri Raksha, Peksha, Abhijit, Shreya. Yes, fantastic, guys, fantastic. I hope you're doing good, great, amazing. Audio, video, everything is fine. Let me just quickly check. Give me a thumbs up if audio, video, everything is fine. And please tell of your friends, all your friends to join quickly, okay? Yesterday night, I had gone for all the. Here in Pune, we have Ganpati festival on a bigger, very big scale. So yesterday night till 3, 4 a.m. I was out only checking all the Ganpati decorations throughout the city. Anyway, that's why I purposely had kept the session a little bit late. Okay? In the afternoon, that means. Vaishnavi Shetty, good afternoon, beta. Chalo, fatapat, everybody comment quickly. And then I think we can proceed, okay? Chalo. Alright, let's not waste time. Your time is more important than me right now, actually, honestly, okay? Chalo. So, RTP, bachcho, let us for November 23, let us finish it off, okay, today. And I hope you are already aware before the RTP, like first 10 pages, there are amendments given in the RTP. RTP which always covers the amendments. But if you have already followed my batch overall or you had my notes, so you might have seen whatever is given in RTP that was already covered in my notes, okay, as amendments. Or wherever I have felt, not felt, but we have covered that. Anisha Jadhav, good afternoon. Prashant Prabhu, good afternoon, beta. Yeah, so I had already Bachu covered in my notes, okay? So you won't see any kind of difference as such in our notes and RTP amendment, but still, if at all you want, you can just quickly just highlight, tick mark and finish it off the amendments if you wish, okay, separately. That will take like hardly 10 minutes, but like I'm repeating again once more time, I had already covered that Bachu in my notes, okay everybody? Chalo, आगे बढ़े हम लोग? Okay, चलो फटाफट let's go ahead. Now coming back to our RTP. All right. I hope those who have studied, I mean, MTP, RTP, PYQ are doing that. So out of that, this is not covered in my compiler because obviously this had come later on. So my compiler bachcho had up to what 2023 June, May exams. Okay, in my compiler. So this I'll be adding up for the next attempt. Anyways, so let's start. So here what we are going to do or what my strategy is here, at least for RTP today, is I'll be covering all the descriptive questions first. Okay, descriptive questions first, and I want to cover company law first, and then actually I'll jump on other laws because then I don't want to do scramble through 5 6 books right now at the same time. Okay, obviously in examination in 3 hours you have to remember all the entire syllabus, but as of today, at least for practice, we'll do company law first, the descriptive questions, other laws, then the descriptive questions, and then but you will jump to MCQs. Is it okay, everybody? Chalega? So at least right now, you can keep your what Companies Act with you, and we'll try to answer by ourselves as much as possible without looking at the suggested answer. That is point number one. If you get the answer, you should quickly comment or you should be a little bit competitive that this provisions or this particular considers about which chapter or what is the answer. Okay, you are free to comment, bacho, and please keep commenting or rather giving the. I hope all of you have liked the video already. Otherwise, go in the live chat and keep on giving reaction in the video. चलेगा आगे बढ़े हम लोग बच्चों. I hope you're doing good बच्चों. चलो आ जाओ. So I'm skipping the MCQs right now. We'll come back to it after descriptive. Sanika Yadav, good afternoon beta. Long time. चलेगा. किधर गया भाई? Where is my descriptive questions? यहाँ पे है क्या? जस्ट मिनट बच्चों. क्या हो गया इसको? This is part 2 Q&A. अच्छा. Just a minute now. Yes, you're finally. Descriptive questions. Ready, bachcho? Yeah, let's start. Chalo, ready everybody? Fatabat? Chalo. Alright. The PUC of Golden Shoes Limited is 25 lakhs. PUC is 25 lakhs. See, whenever you read the question, also make it a habit by using a pencil or whatever pen that underline the important things in the question. So I've underlined PUC. So some number is given to us. Limited. So it is a public company. So it might obviously be relevant here and there. 25 lakh rupees it is of 2,50,000 shares of 10 each. Fine, that's also okay. Some of the shareholders holding 2,500 equity shares are residents of London. Good question. This is much going to go for, I think, section 88. Okay. I hope you could guess that. I think it is going to go for section 88. Chalega? For whom a foreign register of shareholders is opened thereat as on 1st November 22. That is also fine. Advise company within how much time after opening of foreign register it is required to file with ROC on notice of situation of the London office. Again, a very good question. I mean, what I feel personally very important, they've got into small concepts also now. Generally, we take Section 88 for register of members and we say, there are more than 110 members wherever they reside, they can take that. They are allowed to pass SR and move the register of members at that location. Never ever bachcho had seen a question on foreign register. Okay, so this bachcho's chapter is this question is about what? For Section 88 foreign register. Okay, MGT I think 1, 2, and 3 we had. Okay, everybody are high, and one was for I think equity shares, 2 was for debentures, other securities, and 3 I think is for foreign register. Please correct me if you am wrong, and whatever is your answer or whatever you think, please comment in the live chat. Please, fatapat bachcho, everybody, quickly go to Section 88 and check. See, I can just go to suggested answer given in RTP and say, this is the answer. What is the faida? What is the use? We should know now what is there in our textbook or whatever in our notes. Are hi na? Chalo, comment karo. Fatapat. Section 88, let's बच्चों quickly check what do we have here. और do we have it ICS स्टेटमेंट हम लोग बच्चों वो भी देख लेंगे चलेगा. चलो फटाफट. Section 88. Yes, I got it. Section 88, subsection 4. Everybody, foreign register. A company may open a foreign register of members, debenture holders, etc., showing the holding of persons residing outside India. Now, if a company, if authorized by its AOA, can keep outside India such foreign register, बराबर है. The company shall बच्चों within 30 days. Luckily, बच्चों it was there in my textbook. अरे हाँ है ना? All of you correct? Okay. Of opening any foreign register, but yes, luckily I was also aware of MGT3, है ना? File with ROC notice of situation means location in prescribed form number MGT3. And then again, there should be duplication, that whatever you have updated in foreign register should also be updated in your register maintained in India. That is at registered office, है ना? So entries in foreign register but shall be made simultaneously after BOD or committee approves its allotment and transfer. Understood? A copy of every entry made in FR foreign register shall be sent to registered office in India within 15 days. So this gives us such a tentative answer. I mean, we get the answer, but it is not MCQ, that we will write within 30 days. Okay, this may be for 2 marks, whatever. So let us quickly also quick right now, बच्चों, go to the answers. चलेगा? अरे बोलो हाँ बच्चों. 88.4. Now the point is, बच्चों, the point is, even if you don't remember subsection, that is fine. Okay, 88.4. Same thing again, बच्चों, permits a company to keep in any country, I mean outside India, obviously, a part of the registered members called foreign register containing names and details of members, debentures, as well as other. I mean everything together, okay? For the or beneficial owners residing outside India. Rule 7 says what, bachcho? Requires the company shall within 30 days of opening of FR file with ROC the, you can say again, details regarding what is the situation, location of the office where that this particular register is kept. Accordingly, I mean now this is the answer. Accordingly, this golden shoe limit is required to file with jurisdictional ROC of companies a notice of situation of within 30 days of 1st November. I think this was given in the question. है कि नहीं बच्चों? Where they have opened the register from on 1st November. So from there बच्चों within 30 days. Yes चलिए, along with requisite fee, that is time pass. हुआ? I hope this was okay. अरे बोलो हाँ फटाफट, ठीक है ना? There are 18-20 live. I think I can see 15-16 likes. सब लोग बच्चों जो नए ज्वाइन हुए हैं, कृपया करके बच्चों वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिए. चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. So this was, see, I always suggest students, even in examinations, never ever solve question number 1. But generally question number 1 can be tricky at times. समझेगा बच्चों, all of you? So I always turn the paper, or whenever that 15 minutes you have to read the question paper, that is in fact the best time for you to analyze and you can strategize that which question you should try first. I always suggest never ever, even for income tax I suggest, never ever solve question number 1 first. That is going to consume lots of time and check your confidence, है ना? चलो. Satwik and बच्चों, this is what private limited. Let me just quickly change the color. Private limited was formed on 25th April 20. ठीक है. At the time of formation, it had provided in its AOA that company shall not be permitted to accept or keep advance subscription or call money in advance. This is section number 49, I believe. Correct, or no, 50, 50. 49, 50, 51 is about calls. So 49 is calls in uniform basis, 50 is calls in advance if can be kept by company only if allowed by AOA. At 51 बच्चों या proportional dividend. Okay. However, in August 23, the need was felt to amend AOA with respect to retention of calls in advance. Decide whether provision inserted in the AOA at the time of formation can be considered as void. Arr. Silly question, very stupid question. Those who are completely aware of the concept, this is bachcho, I think completely, I mean, you are aware. Section, just now I said 50 allows that. Only if it is bachcho authorized by AOA. Agree till here? अरे बोलो हाँ. It doesn't matter it is a private company or public company. समझा क्या? बच्चों ओके till here? अरे बोलो हाँ. Wow, good guess. 50. चलेगा? Good. Of the company that deals with acceptance of call money in advance, which requires that acceptance can be made only if the company is authorized by AO to do so. Hardly it is one line section, but here they are making a bunch of 2-3 marks question. है कि नहीं? According to section, अच्छा, section 6 of the Companies Act, save as otherwise expressly provided in this act. Basically, what does section 6 say? Act to override MOA, AOA. अरे हाँ है ना? So here if this allows, who allows बच्चों? If the AOA allows, what is the problem? है कि नहीं? आ जाओ. Here, what have they tried to do? Give bachcho, you can say, a twist of section 6. Okay. Same as otherwise expressly provided in the act. The provisions of this act shall effect shall have effect, notwithstanding anything to the contrary contained in MOA or AOA. That means basically the act will override MOA, AOA, or in any agreement executed by it, or in any resolution passed by the company in general meeting or by its board of directors, whether the same was registered, executed, or passed, as the case may be, before or after commencement of this act. Yes, चलिए. बड़े आगे हम लोग. Any provisions contained in the MOA, AOA, etc. shall, to the extent to which it is in conflict with the provisions of that, become void. I mean, if at all the same logic, bachcho, if there is a conflict between MOA, AOA and the act, bachcho, what will happen? The act will override the MOA, AOA. In simple words, the act shall have overriding effect. This is done. है ना? It is also to be noted that section 6 starts with save as otherwise. It means that if any other section of the act says that article is superior, then we will treat it accordingly. अरे हाँ है ना? For example, let me give you section 47. 47 says that, bachcho, 47 is an exception, if you remember. Section bachcho 47 says that AOA will override the act in case of bachcho private companies. है कि नहीं? If it is clear cut mentioned in the AOA. कुछ याद आ रहा है कि नहीं? Okay? So generally, act will override MOA, AOA. But in certain cases, if it is mentioned in the act itself, in that case, bachcho, AOA overrides the act. है ना? Here in the given case, the company provide that company shall not be permitted. ऐसा अच्छा वहाँ पे AOA में ऐसा लिखा था क्या? Okay. Let me check in the question. Question number 12. क्या लिखा था बच्चों पहले? Not allowed ना बच्चों. Company shall not be permitted starting में in the very beginning है ना? So that case बच्चों it was not allowed to collect. I mean take what calls in advance. But if they amend है ना the AOA correct earlier, now बच्चों in that case will they be allowed? Yes. So here the allowance or not allowance or disallowance is based on AOA. What is written in the AOA? Clear earlier? Section 50 बच्चों gives the power to AOA basically. Understood? So आ जाओ. Initially, okay बच्चों, initially it is not allowed to keep calls in advance. But once if at all they amend it, and then they will be allowed to keep the call in advance money. हुआ गया? बराबर है? Anybody any of the comment? चलेगा क्या? आ जाओ. So in the given case, our AOA को private limited company provides that company shall not be permitted to accept or keep advance subscription or call money in advance. Accordingly, such provision contained in the AOA बच्चों will prevail and cannot be considered as void. Yes, Celia? So they have tried to ask whether company was correct or not correct. Okay. Basically, बच्चों company will have to follow whatever is given in the AOA. चलेगा? Everybody okay लिया? अच्छा, question number 12 था ना वो. Decide whether for provision inserted in the AOA at the time of formation was void, but the answer is no. It is not void. Clearly, everybody? So they have given you some references section 50 and section 6. चलेगा? आगे बढ़े? हेमा माता जी. Dividend. Okay, dividend bachcho always expect, or you can say this section chapter number 4, share capital debentures, in this chapter dividend. Okay, there are lots of possibilities of giving a practical based question. Okay, balance sheet may be given, some numbers will be given accordingly. Okay, chalo. So dividend amounts received or receivable on equity shares held by Vaibhav for financial so and so are as follows. Okay, so he is a shareholder of different companies: Suhas Limited, public company, and Bhandol Nidhi Limited. My goodness, bachcho, here they're asking you about detailed exception. कुछ समझ रहा है कि नहीं समझ रहा है? Because बच्चे निधि companies have different rules for dividend. If I'm not wrong, if I remember, बच्चों, if the dividend payable is less than ₹100, then simply you have to just credit the account of the dividend of the shareholder. Then If again I'm not wrong, section 127 exceptions. What is 127? Non-payment of dividend. There are penalty provisions, etc. over there. Over there also in 127, section 127 itself was, I think is not applicable to government company, Nidhi companies and something like that. Okay? AMC I think. चलेगा क्या? Very good Abhijit. Yeah. Good. चलो आ जाओ. So dividend declaration date we are given here. 4th September, 25th August. Dividend amount is given to us. And pay attention. Remarks. Dividend was paid on 23rd October. लग गई? Check it. Dividend declaration date is 25th August. So maximum बच्चों by let us say 25th of September or 24th September, whatever it is. है ना? It should have been payable. This is definitely a violation for Suhas Limited. Okay. But Bhandal Nidhi बच्चों was declared when? On 4th September. All of you are understanding एक बार फटाफट बच्चों comment कर दो. ऑल ऑफ बच्चों फटाफट कमेंट कर दो. लाइव बच्चे क्यों कम हो गए? क्या? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड यू गाइस समटाइम्स. क्या हो गया? मेनी गाइस आर नॉट कमिंग. एक बार कमेंट करो बच्चों. ऑल ऑफ यू आर ओके विद इट? सब समझ रहे हैं ना? स्पीड इंक्रीज करो, डिक्रीज करो, ऑल ओके? फटाफट करो. स्पीड इंक्रीज, स्पीड डिक्रीज और सेम. फटाफट कमेंट कर दो बच्चों. कमान कमान क्विकली. माई किड्स आर वेरी, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, नौटंकी है ना. सो यश गुड इवनिंग बेटा. गुड आफ्टरनून बेटा. यस चलेगा. Yes. So 4th September. Dividend was not paid within stipulated time period. अरे हाँ है ना? Yes everybody? चलो. Also, Weibo holds 100 cumulative preference shares of face value 1 lakh in aggregate of so and so company in which dividend payable is at the rate of 8%. Cumulative hai means what बच्चे? He is supposed to get it, or even if it is not in a particular year, he will get it. It will accumulate and it will be given. However, during financial year 21-22, जिन पर बच्चों did not earn any profits. So बच्चों here also, I think in a study material a little bit comment is given that still his right is not lost on those shares because they are cumulative preference shares. चलो, in context of we will be looking at the study material also. चलेगा? There is no point directly in jumping the क्या बोलते हैं उसको provisions or sorry the answers. We will go to the back to the provision and check. Okay? I think that is the better you can say study pattern. So in the context of so and so, answer the following questions. What could be the punishment to the companies aforesaid in the table with respect to delayed payment of dividend? Very important, बच्चों. If I remember correctly, the directors are more liable. Okay. सबसे बच्चों लगती किसकी ज़्यादा? Who is under trouble? Directors. I think there is imprisonment over there for dividend 127. I am doing it from my memory. Okay, I am not going there on the textbook. Then the interest बच्चों liabilities on company. Suyash correct. It is I think it is 18%. हाँ या ना? Good. चलेगा. Let us quickly jump to and go to निधि companies अपने chapter number 7 के end में, sorry chapter number 8 है ना बच्चों? एक मिनट बच्चों. Let's quickly go through that section 127. चलेगा? Punishment for failure to distribute dividend. Then बच्चों, if again like I said, the director is liable for fine at least rupees 1000 per day. बराबर है? And during which default continues. Company बच्चों, I think there was imprisonment. Yes, here check. Imprisonment बच्चों up to 2 years. And company interest at the rate of simple 18%. Who are the exceptions बच्चों? निधि company, correct, is not required to comply with the above sections if dividend is less than rupees 100 payable to the member. Now check in the question. If I check in the question, is it correct? How much it is? उसका कितना dividend amount? Oh my god, yes. Dot वो भी कितना बच्चों? Dot they have given 100. नलायक, एकदम नलायक है ना? Is less than rupees 100 payable to member. Here they have given dot 100. Fine, that is point number 1. And what is the second question बच्चों asked here? Whether Jinpati Limited is required to pay dividend on cumulative preference shares for the financial year 21-22. Yes, they can बच्चों pay बच्चों even from future profits. आ जाओ आंसर नंबर 13. रेडी? समझ रहे सभी को? ऑल ओके? चलो आ जाओ. अकॉर्डिंग सेक्शन 127, in case company fails to pay declare dividends within what 30 days, this you are absolutely aware, the company shall be liable to pay some interest at the rate of 18% during the period of default. Correct till here? Then section 127 dealing with so and so shall with punishment applied to nidhis subject to following modification. In case of dividend payable to member is rupees 100 or less. Okay, just highlight here then. It is 100 or less. Okay, not less than 100, just बच्चों 100 or less. It shall be sufficient बच्चों if declaration of dividend is announced in local language and in one local newspaper of so and so and is also displayed on the notice board of the company for at least 3 months. Okay, हो गया? These are your two provisions. Always an answer First you'll write provisions, then the case study, and then the conclusion. हो गया. In case of Sumas Limited, dividend declaration date is 25th August, but the payment came किया है 23rd October. Luckily, are they asking you interest? My goodness, yes, they are asking you interest calculation also. आ जाओ. So interest is payable by company would be calculated as follows. Dividend declaration date कब है? 25th August. हाँ है ना? Check here. What are they giving here? किधर गया 18%? 18% बच्चे कब से कैलकुलेट करोगे? ड्यूरिंग द पीरियड ऑफ फॉर विच सच डिफॉल्ट कंटिन्यूस. बराबर है. सो इंटरेस्ट टू बी कैलकुलेट बच्चों फ्रॉम 25th September. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. First 30 days बच्चों obviously will be interest free. So interest free means interest will be chargeable only after the default has been done, after expiry of initial 30 days till the date of payment. So 800 rupees dividend into 18% into so many number of days. This at times calculations are also asked in GST, by the way, if you remember. है ना बच्चों? Calculate interest etc. 29 by 365. Be careful about leap year also. Now luckily it's November 2. Yeah. Yes. Okay everybody. So if at all it is given leap year, so please be careful if it is 23, 24. हुआ क्या? Interest बच्चों will be applicable is rupees 11. Then in bundle बच्चों what happened? Dividend payable to Webber was 100. So in such a case it will be sufficient. What? Compliance of 127 if so and so it is declared on notice board, newspaper, etc. Accordingly, if the given conditions are satisfied by the company, then बच्चों no punishment could be imposed upon it. Otherwise it is liable for punishment. हुआ? आगे बढ़े? चलो. Now they're given interest stories, some basic of 11-12 commerce maths, which 11-12 commerce which you've done is what is cumulative preference shares, है ना? A cumulative preference shares is one in respect of which dividend gets accumulated, and any arrears of such dividend which arising due to insufficiency of profits during the current year is payable from profits earned in the later years, future years. Until and unless dividend on cumulative preference shares is paid in full, including any arrears, if any, no dividend is payable on equity shares. You can't go to give any amount to whom? Equity. बराबर. Hence it is given that during the financial 21-22, Jinpati did not, Jipanti Limited did not earn any profits, and accordingly in such case, company may accumulate such dividend for financial 21-22 to be carried forward to the following financials. अगले साल दे दो ना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. And such arrears of dividend बच्चों, arrears of dividend ना, by the way, it is due ना, would be payable from the following financial year's profits. अगले साल profit हुआ बच्चों, वहाँ से तुम लोग you can give both the profit, both the dividend, last year's dividend as well as current year's dividend. All of you okay clear? ठीक है, बढ़े आगे. All of you. Chalo. 13 also done. That is your companies are done. But I think a good level of questions are asked. And whatever you have covered till now are all case study based questions. This much also I hope you understood. Alright. Yellow Private Limited is engaged in business of private limited दिया. Always highlight important things. Okay, chalo. In the business of manufacturing premium quality rattle toys, they have a huge market for toys, time pass. The company is appointed statutory. The काम पे आओ ना. Statutory which auditors for the financial 22-23. The engagement letter of auditors was signed with a clause that fees. This is a typical time pass based question. This I think we have covered somewhere, okay? Or I think it was given in my notes also. Can we? This is section what 130. कौन गया तुम्हारा 143 के आसपास? Yes, चलिए. So directors of the company have approached you to seek your advice for provision related to remuneration of directors as per provisions of Companies Act. The point was, bachcho, when we give the engagement letter to the auditor, in that whether the fees needs to be clear cut mentioned. Everybody answer me quickly. The engagement letter given to the auditor, that means yes, we approve you as auditor for so and so financial year or the upcoming 5 years, 10 years, whatever. The audit fees needs to be compulsorily mentioned. Bolo ha ya na, fatapat bolo, true or false. Everybody. All of you tell me बच्चों फटाफट. कमेंट करो बच्चों फटाफट. कमेंट करो सब लोग, फटाफट करो यार, टाइम पास मत करो. ऑल ऑफ यू फटाफट कमेंट बच्चों, कमेंट कमेंट करो. यस, वेरी गुड भाग्येश, वेरी गुड आर्य, वैष्णवी, करेक्ट. फीस नीड नॉट बी मेंशनड. तो व्हाट नीड्स टू बी मेंशन इन द एंगेजमेंट लेटर or appointment letter of the auditor, that fees can be decided in any manner which agreed between the auditor and the company. Okay, the point is what in the meeting also you can in the meeting also you can decide the fees in the manner as decided between the auditor and the company. समझा? So I'm not going back to the provisions or so and so. I'll directly jump to the answer. चलेगा? 14. That is, I'm just unable to recollect the section number clearly properly right now. Okay, it is 143 I think. बराबर था क्या? चलो चेक करते हैं. 142. ओके 142 सॉरी. द प्रोवाइड्स फॉर रेम्यूनरेशन ऑफ ऑडिटर्स. ठीक है, According to this section, the remuneration of auditors shall be fixed by company in the general meeting or in such manner as the company in general meeting may determine. This is the core of your answer. Okay, but this is the core of your answer. Clear? So please try to keep it as specific as possible. So section 142 bachcho decides what remuneration of auditors. The remuneration of auditors shall be fixed by company in general meeting. That is obviously we knew that. Or in such a manner. Look at the word such a manner. And that is important. As the company in general meeting may determine. The remuneration shall, in addition to the fee payable to auditor. Now here they you can say bachcho printed entire section 142. You know what is audit fees and what is not audit fees. So whatever the work is done as per the scope of the audit, that is audit fees. But any expenditure amount given over and above the scope or the work is requested by the company, which is outside the scope of audit, that much for that any amount paid is not part of audit fees. Okay. So why that there was no reason to write down this, but they have given that. Chalo. In addition to the fee payable to auditor, include expenses if any incurred by auditor in connection with the audit and any facility extended to him, but does not include any remuneration paid to him for any of the service which was requested by the company. So, as per the facts of the questions and the given provisions, remuneration bacho of the appointed statutory auditors of a company shall be fixed by a company in general meeting or in such other manner is bacho that is completely valid. तो सच बच्चों क्लॉज इन दी एंगेजमेंट लेटर इज कम्प्लीटली वैलिड हो गया क्या आगे बढ़े हम लोग बच्चों मजा आ रहा है चलो 15th Sri Limited again public company has an authorized capital of 10 lakhs इक्विटी शेयर फेस वैल्यू 100 ओके 10 लाख तो 1 करोड़ का बच्चों कैपिटल है बराबर है सम शेयर होल्डर्स एक्सप्रेस देयर ओपिनियंस इन एजीएम that is very difficult for them to trade in the shares of the company in the stock market. Why? And requested the company to reduce face value of each share to rupees 10 and increase the number of shares to 1 crore. This is बच्चों alteration of share capital section 61. I hope तुमको इतना समझ गया था when you increase or decrease the face value. अरे हाँ है ना कुछ समझा कि जैसे कि एमआरएफ का दिस इज एग्जांपल बच्चों लाइक एमआरएफ का शेयर्स का टायर है ना यस चलिए because the value is so high then there are not so much of buyers and sellers interested na or buyers at least okay examine whether the request of the shareholders is considerable so here bacho this considers about alteration of share capital section 61 hai na bacho and in section 61 if at all you remember that alteration bacho can be done just by passing of or yes chaliya everybody so let us check what your point they have to give over here Ready, everybody? आ जाओ. Section 61. See, my only concern for you right now is what you should be able to identify which sections we are dealing with here. है कि नहीं बच्चों? Correct लिया? So according to section 61, a limited company having a share capital may, if so authorized by its AOA, alter its MOA in general meeting to subdivide its shares or any of them into shares of smaller amount and it is fixed by the memorandum. So, however, that in the subdivision, obviously the proportion, but I mean, your voting rights do not change that, okay? Voting rights are not changed because of any alteration in the capital. However, that in the subdivision, the proportion between the amount paid and the amount, if any unpaid on each share reduced, shall be the same. When whatever, if it is 10 rupees and paid up was 7, now you're doing 100 rupees, so paid up will be 70. The proportion between entire face value and the paid up should be same, okay? So, 64, notice to ROC, na bachcho. Remember, for alteration of capital, states that a company shall within 30 days of its share capital being having been altered, है ना, give notice to ROC along with a copy of altered MOA. बराबर है कि नहीं? Along with बच्चों copy of altered MOA. So in the given case, in the AGM, requested the company to reduce face value so and so. Okay, this now again this is just you can say printing whatever is given in the question. Case study, now writing that in one sentence. So according to above provision, the company having authorized capital so and so can reduce the face value of so and so, bachcho, thereby keeping the total amount of authorized. That overall share capital is not changing, na bachcho. We're only changing bachcho what face value per share. बराबर है कि नहीं? So if authorized by AOA, hence request of bachcho shareholders is considerable. No issues at all. They have not focused bachcho here on what is the process, how can the shareholders request the company. No. Here bachcho is saying is it allowed or not allowed overall as per Companies Act. समझा? So yes, we can alter the capital. All of you okay clear? सभी को समझा गया बच्चों? बढ़ेगा आगे? Everybody? Good. चलो, wow. और इधर बच्चों बैलेंस शीट आइटम झकास है। कौन सा इतना जल्दी हो भी गया 16? ओके, व्हाट इज सिंग कंपनी कंपनी लिमिटेड कंपनी, वी डिडंट हैव एनी क्वेश्चन ऑन प्रॉस्पेक्टस एक्सेट्रा। अच्छा, देन इट माइट बी एन एमसीक्यू इन ऑल ऑफ दैट, है ना, वो भी आएगा ना। लिमिटेड कंपनी, लिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी, ठीक है, लिमिटेड कंपनी रेज्ड सिक्योर्ड डिपॉजिट ऑफ इट डिपॉजिट चैप्टर, वाओ, ओके, ऑफ 80 करोड़ ऑन 30 जून 2023 फ्रॉम पब्लिक। तो ये पब्लिक मतलब सेक्शन 76 से मतलब एलिजिबल कंपनी, बराबर है। एट द रेट ऑफ 12% पर एनम रिएबल आफ्टर 3 years, दैट इज ऑल्सो वैलिड चलता है ना, बिकॉज मैक्सिमम टर्म इज बच्चों 3 years। बड़े आगे बढ़े, द चार्जेस हैव बीन क्रिएटेड within prescribed time. I think it is 30 days. I think it is 30 days with after the deposit has been raised, है ना, in the favor of trustee, ये तो बराबर है, this is correct. Trustee of depositors against the deposit taking following assets. One of the things that quickly but you remember is you can't create charge for this such cases on intangible assets, बराबर कि नहीं? All of you okay till here? That is what I properly remember. ओके, सो लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग, प्लांट मशीनरी, फैक्ट्री शेड, लगा मेरे को, ट्रेडमार्क, गुडविल बच्चों फुकट, यू कांट क्रिएट बच्चों चार्ज ऑन दीज इंटेंजिबल असेट्स। ओके, सो बेसिकली हाउ मच वी हैव बच्चों हियर, 55, 65, 70 एंड 10, 80, हाउ मच हैव द क्रिएट बच्चों डॉट 80? अरे हाँ है ना, बराबर है। इज इट वैलिड? यस, इट शुड बी बच्चों वैलिड, चलेगा क्या? डिसाइड द वैलिडिटी ऑफ द चार्ज। एनीबडी एल्स वांट्स टू कंट्रीब्यूट एनीथिंग इन द कमेंट कर दो फटाफट, कुछ और तुमको कुछ बोलना रहेगा तो। हैव आई मिस्ड एनीथिंग बच्चों? हाँ कामटे, वेरी गुड, इंटरेस्ट भी आएगा ना उसके ऊपर, बराबर है, वेरी गुड, यस यस यस, सो राइट। सो इट इज वॉट 80 करोड़ इंटू 12% इंटू 3 years, करेक्ट। डिपॉजिट प्रिंसिपल कवर हो रहा है पर इंटरेस्ट कवर नहीं हो रहा है, वेरी गुड, यस कामटे, गुड, है ना। आगे बढ़े हम लोग, आ जाओ, वेयर आर वी, 16, करेक्ट है कि नहीं, चेक किया, 80, सो 80 तो ऑब्वियसली से बच्चों प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डिपॉजिट, एंड 80 इंटू बच्चों what 12% फॉर 3 years, है कि नहीं बच्चों, दैट इंटरेस्ट। सो डिपॉजिट प्लस इंटरेस्ट बच्चों कितना इज, हाउ मच अमाउंट लाइबिलिटी, सो एंड सो 108, बट हाउ मच इज माई असेट्स अवेलेबल टेंजिबल, देखो 80, अरे हाँ करेक्ट। सो आ जाओ, एज पर सेकंड प्रोविजन सेक्शन 76, every company which accepts secure deposits from public shall within 30 days, this is correct, है ना, create charge on transaction, that is point number 1. Please, by the way, I want to suggest to you, whenever you write answers, please don't write this in this kind of paragraph manner. The paragraphs which are given to save space in your paper, you have made the payment for the papers, है ना, so utilize whatever, how much, whatever amount of pages you want, write point wise, underline important words, whatever I'm underlining is for you only right now, समझा क्या? When the paper checks such kind of answers underlined, it is easy for him, he'll give you full marks, हुआ? The amount of charge shall not be less than common sense amount of deposits accepted. The charge shall be created in favor of deposit holders. This is also okay. Rule 6. This is important. The charge which will be created only on secure, tangible assets. Other points. The charge cannot be the company cannot create charge on intangible. हो गया ना. But this is also important, which I missed out. The total value of security should not be less than amount of deposits and interest payable thereon. हुआ बच्चों? Correct लिया? Is this point there? Kamte in our notes? एक मिनट, some rule है ना over there. Somewhere it should be there then. नहीं, somewhere it should be there, but I just don't remember कहाँ पे रहेगा वो. No. No. Okay. So please highlight this also. ठीक है. So here बच्चों what should happen? How much should you create the charge बच्चों? Amount due on deposit plus interest thereon. Okay everybody? चलेगा? Yes, यहाँ पे है. Including interest payable है बच्चों. Yes, thank you. Kamte, got it. But again, the point is, nice question they have made in RTP. Okay, that's why it is important to cover RTP once. Okay, that what all points they are highlighting properly. I hope all of you okay till here. समझा बच्चों? बढ़े आगे? Alright, चलो आगे बढ़ते. So what is the question? Now check what have you done? What is the value of tangible assets? Point number one. Then what is the amount we need to cover? So obviously we say that our assets are less than the amount we need to cover. Therefore, the total value of security again is less than the amount of deposit and interest. Hence, the charge is not valid. Clear? Everybody okay till here? समझा? आ जाओ. Which next question? Alright, चलो आ जाओ बच्चों. क्या था ये तुम्हारा? Okay, the part we all hate the most, I think mutually. All of you same feelings. हाँ बच्चों, other loss मजा आता ना other loss में. Sanjeev is dealing मतलब is buying, selling, seller, trader in high quality timber. Amit wants to purchase the timber from him on credit, which is to be used in the renovation of his house. Pramod gives a guarantee, contract of guarantee. Triangle हम लोग बनाते हैं बच्चों, ऐसा बराबर है. तो अमित वॉन्ट्स टू परचेज. तो डेटर पीडी बच्चों कौन है यहाँ पे? अमित. करेक्ट क्लियर? अमित इज अ प्रिंसिपल डेटर. देन हु इज द क्रेडिटर? संजीव. ओके. एंड बच्चों हु इज योर दिस गारंटर और श्योरिटी? प्रमोद, पम्या. ओके एवरीबॉडी, ठीक है. हाँ. Pramod gives guarantee to Sanjeev for the timber to be supplied to Sanjeev by Sanjeev to Amit. Sanjeev supplied the required timber to Amit. Afterwards, Amit embarrassed. Well, he is insolvent, etc. And contracts with creditors, including Sanjeev, to assign to them his property in consideration for their releasing him for their demands. On due date, Sanjeev filed a suit against Pamya for recovery of payment of timber due to Amit. Explain the reference of so and so whether Sanjeev can claim payment from Pramod. Answer is bachcho what? No. What do you think? And reason also. What do you think, bachcho? Without looking in the answers. बोलो बच्चों फटाफट. एवरीबडी फटाफट बताओ क्या लग रहा है सभी को? Is this बच्चों variation without the consent of surety? It's been ages I have dealt with what other laws. Honestly, I mean, be very honest. Okay. बोलो बच्चों. Is that बच्चों which case? This is बच्चों which case? Amendment, not amendment. Variation in the contract without the consent of the surety. बराबर. In that case, the from the moment of variation, है ना, the surety is not liable ना बच्चों. करेक्ट लिया. बढ़े आगे. Let's check. आ जाओ. 134. ठीक है. Of contract provides that surety is discharged by any contract between the creditor and the PD, by which PD is released, है ना, or by any act or omission of the creditor, the legal consequence of which is what? That discharge of PD, principal debtor. हाँ. In other words, the principal debtor is PD is discharged. If the PD is discharged, then बच्चों even the surety is discharged. On the basis of this provision, no, this is which one? You can say releasing of PD has the effect of releasing the surety. Yes, clear? So the basis of provisions of and the facts in the case, it is clear that assigning his property to creditors, Amit is released from his liability against the creditors, including Sanjit. Now, by following the provision of section 134, as Amit, the principal debtor, is released, therefore Pramod also will be released. Hence, Sanjeev cannot claim the payment from Pramod. So this is this case, discharge, or you can say discharge of surety because of any contract between discharge of principal, discharge of surety because of discharge of principal debtor. Yes, चलिए अगला वाला घटिया चैप्टर. घटिया चैप्टर बच्चों, घटिया है ना. आ जाओ. वैभव मेड एंडोर्समेंट ऑफ बिल ऑफ एक्सचेंज अमाउंट टू 35,000 to ऋषभ. Okay, it is Vaibhav to Rishabh. But before the same could be delivered, okay, to Rishabh, Vaibhav passed away. बच्चों, this is not endorsement ना. This is बच्चों not endorsement. यहाँ पे डिलीवरी हुआ नहीं है ना. I think we have covered this case somewhere that if I write the check in somebody's name, but if I keep the check with myself and the other person finds out the check, is that his बच्चों, does he have ownership or right on the check? Answer is no. Your बच्चों delivery is not done, है ना. Somesh, son of Vaibhav, who was the only legal representative of Vaibhav, approached Rishabh and informed him about his father's death. Now Somesh is willing to complete the instrument which was executed by his deceased father. Okay, हाँ. No, impossible बच्चों. the LR cannot sign or cannot pass on liability of anybody else. Okay, everybody? So, referring to relevant provisions of negotiation instruments, decide whether Somesh can complete the instrument in the above scenario. Answer is definitely Bacho, no. So, first of all, there is no right given to whom Bacho? Rishabh, because there is no delivery. And any other business Bacho cannot complete the instrument on behalf of anybody else. Yes, Celia? Aa. According to section 57 of NI, LR of diseased person बच्चों cannot negotiate by delivery only. No. है ना? Because the sign was done, but delivery is not done. So only बच्चों delivery cannot be done by whom? LR, legal representatives. Okay? A promissory note BOE or a check payable to order or and endorsed by a disease but could not be delivered. An agent can complete the instrument if he is authorized by principal to do so, but which LR is not an agent of the deceased. Yes, clear all of you okay clear? ठीक है आगे बढ़े हम लोग. The rights in the instrument are not transferred to endorsee unless after endorsement they have been also बच्चों delivered. कुछ समझा कि नहीं समझा? Here is the question: what is happening? Only endorsement is done, but what is not done? Delivery was not done. So that's why no right could go to anybody else. If a person makes the endorsement of the instrument, but before the same could be delivered to endorsee, he dies, the endorser dies, the LR of diseased person cannot negotiate the same by only delivery. This was, I think, covered already in your study material, this question. Okay, बच्चों आगे बढ़े. The LR cannot complete the instrument if the instrument was executed by disease but could not be delivered. Hence, in the case, Somesh cannot complete the instrument which was executed by Vaibhav but could not be delivered. है ना? Because of his death. Simple लिया. They have given only one question here. Fine. चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. कहाँ पे हम लोग? GCA आ जाओ. What does GCA have to say? Okay. Mrs. Neelu Chandra was director of Laddu Sweets Private Limited. ठीक है? Okay भाई. Once, while dealing with supplier of raw materials of her company, she agreed to get some secret commission from supplier for making the deal. Okay. GCA. Okay. Afterwards, on finding the facts, the company has filed a suit against Neelu Chandra. She contended that what was her agreement? That section 166 of Companies Act provides a director of company shall not achieve or attempt to achieve any undue gain or advantage either to himself or his relatives, partners or associates. And if such director is found guilty of making any undue gain, he shall be liable to pay an amount equal to the gain of the company. She contended that section 166 is applicable to male director only. Acha, this is the question. Entire story which they are telling you to tell that about male and female. Section 13, I am not, let me just quickly confirm. Section 13. I think when we did revision, I told you that time also that there's an important section. Which one? That male includes female, he includes she, but she doesn't include he. You remember or no? Is applicable to male director only. She being female will not be liable. Which where is given? Either to himself, which is himself, which will also include what? Herself. Because of section 13, no? Correct, no? In light of provision GCA, decide whether she is bound by section 160. Answer is obviously yes, but you have to give the justification of what? Gender. That male but includes female whenever you are reading the law. Unless it is very much gender specific. है ना? अरे समझा कि नहीं? 19 में आ जाओ. Nice question that was. I mean, nice question is unnecessarily just extended by virtue of section 13 of GCA or in all central acts, unless there is so and so. The words importing masculine gender shall also be shall be taken to include females. Now they have given what? Enter again case studies. Mrs. Neelu Chandra, director so and so, made an undue advantage. Okay, but denied accepting liability, saying that language of section provides penalty only for male directors. That is her contention. On the basis of provisions GC and the facts. So basically, you're comparing the provisions and the case study. है ना बच्चों? So section 166 are not only applicable to males but also to females. Therefore, she is but obviously bound to comply with section 166. She is liable or you can say guilty. हुआ गया? बढ़ आ गए हम लोग बच्चों. So that was kind of still a straightforward section, straightforward question. हुआ बच्चों all of you okay? मजा आ रहा है क्या? चलो. Interpretation है. एक तो तुम्हारा ये in this chapter it is very tough to make a case study based questions. Okay. Explain the meaning of the word without prejudice. Means what बच्चों? Without harming any of the other sections, है ना? As a harmonious aid to interpretation of statute, support your answers with the help of an example. Alright, fantastic. आ जाओ. Come to the answer, बच्चों. Without prejudice, when a certain particular provisions follow general provisions, है ना. तो first you have general provisions and then particular provisions. And when it is stated that the particular bachcho are without prejudice to the general, means what? The particular bachcho will not harm the general provisions. Without prejudice bachcho also we have done where? In section, I remember clearly properly, section 10A and section 12. 10A bachcho gives power to ROC to go and check the offices. Same thing for section 12 also. He may cause to have verification of the offices. याद आना सभी को? Okay? हाँ. Then in that case, okay, so what is bachcho first? You have first general provisions, and then bachcho what do you have? Particular provisions. And what are the written bachcho for particular? Without prejudice. Means who will not harm who? Who will bachcho not harm who? Harm who? The particular provision bachcho will not harm the general provisions. बराबर है. The particular would not restrict or limit the operation and generality of the preceding earlier. Preceding means before. Whatever is written before general provisions. In other words, particular provisions shall operate in addition to and not in derogation or limitation of general provisions. Okay. Example बच्चों 4.3 of Companies Act क्या बोलता है? I mean, see, these examples are given in ICA study material. That's why they have printed it here only. If at all you can give some other example, that is also still fine. But again, I suggest as much as possible, whatever examples are given in study material, follow that. इसलिए मैंने बोला compiler और PYQ, MTB, RTP, always refer that. Okay. So without prejudice to the provision of subsection 2, the company shall not register with the name so and so. This implies that, I mean, again, you can give the examples that who will not harm who, you know? In deciding the name of the company, provisions bachcho, as per section 4.3, provisions bachcho of section 4.2 shall also be operative. Operative means what? They will also be effective. So 4.3 bachcho is not overriding 4.2. Okay, or 4.3 bachcho is not taking away the power of 4.2. All of you okay till here? समझा कि नहीं समझा? 4.3 bachcho is in fact in addition to 4.2. That is, bachcho, both of them will be operative. And when bachcho, both sections are operative, that is, bachcho, which kind of construction? Harmonious construction. You are not taking away power of one section because of another section. समझा क्या? All of you okay? मजा आया सभी को? अरे बोलो फटाफट. Tell me, session is helpful or not helpful? बोलो फटाफट बच्चों. पानी नहीं पिया मैंने. Session is helpful or not helpful? Thank you guys. Okay boys and girls. अरे एटलीस्ट आज को तो वीडियो शेयर कर दोगे व्हाट्सएप पे. लाइक कर दिया सभी ने बच्चों? हाँ गुड. चलो आ जाओ. लेट्स बच्चों देन गो टू होम. एमसीक्यू खेलते, केस स्टडी बेस्ड, बड़े बड़े क्वेश्चंस. लेट अस चेक व्हाटएवर मे बी द आंसर. चलेगा? ओके अभिजीत. पार्ट 2. उसके पहले तो अमेंडमेंट्स है ना. चलो ओके शशांत. बढ़ा गया हम लोग. और ओके डल यार. आज का तो बच्चों वीडियो पक्के से डू शेयर ऑन योर व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस. चलेगा ना? आ जाओ. Q&A MC केस स्टडी बेस्ड, बड़ा वाले क्वेश्चन. चलेगा? रेडी बच्चों विद मी? whatever may be your suggestions, please give comments. मतलब सर ये है, सर वो है, whatever is the sections relevant provisions. चलेगा? I'll go through the case study and whatever may be important, you just write down the section number, okay, or concept. So ready? Bharat Sanskar Limited public company having its RO at बच्चों हरिद्वार is a listed public company. ठीक है? It is registered with authorized capital 300 crore, 30 crore equity shares of what? Obviously 10 each. ठीक है? PUC is authorized is 300. PUC is 200 crores. ठीक है? The company is very renowned. Time pass. Okay. The BODs of company constituted of, okay, BOD Sagar MD. Okay. Now they are going to make lots of questions here and there. Sagar is बच्चों MD. Hari, comma Rahi, Sansar and Nub are directors of the company. चलेगा? I think it will come to signing of the FS maybe. In the company, Raju was holding the post of CS. चलेगा? इसको भी लगाएंगे अपन. Raju. Sonu बच्चों is what? CFO. And Moti बच्चों assistant accountant. ठीक है? Sorry, not needed. मतलब fine. Moti be there only, no problem. The company prepared its FS on the financial so and so. The BODs approved the same and was signed by concerned authorities. Section 129, correct बच्चों? And thereafter submitted to auditors on 10th May. चलेगा? For the report. The turnover of the company was 100 crore during 22-23. Dot 100, exactly 100 भी लाने रहते हैं इनको. The auditor's report was duly received and the AGM and the annual accounts of the with board's report and all necessary were ready on 15 July after complying with all formalities as per company law. चलेगा? मतलब This is done and dusted. The BOD बच्चों called was the board meeting, board meeting, not journal meeting. Board meeting which was called on 25th July and the AGM बच्चों was fixed on 20th August. गलत हो जाएगा, गलत, definitely बच्चों गलत, definitely बच्चों गलत हो जाएगा ये, definitely, because we should have 21 days clear notice ना बच्चों. आएगा कि 21? नहीं आएगा ना. We'll have to check. We'll have to check. Quite doubtful. At the AGM, I'm talking of section 101 notice, okay? At AGM, the FS along with annexures were duly received and adopted. So your ordinary business is conducted. However, the company could not file copies of FS with all documents annexed to the FS adopted by AGM in with ROC. Section 137. तुमको याद आ रहा है कि नहीं? I don't know, okay? Section बच्चों कौन था? 137 within 30 days of AGM or AGM due date, whichever is earlier, even if the FS are not adopted. So you have to बच्चों finalize, not finalize, approve, not approve. You have to upload. You have to बच्चों upload provisional FS. समझा कि नहीं समझा? Again within 30 days of AGM, even if the FS are not approved. And again in the adjourned meeting, whenever the FS are approved, again after that again, okay, you have to upload the final FS, approved FS. चलेगा? आगे. It was also informed that in April 23, the company had destroyed all the books of accounts together with relevant vouchers up to financial year ending 31st March 18. Okay. So in April 23, the company had destroyed. पागल है क्या लोग? No. Section 128 books of account. Correct? You have to maintain for at least 8 years. अरे हाँ या ना, normally तो minimum saying, minimum is what? 8 years of the last 8 years. समझा कि नहीं? All of you okay till here? चलो. On the basis of above some time pass, बच्चों choose the correct answer. One out of 4 in the following questions. The company which provides FS should be the companies that provides FS should be FS and not board report. FS should be approved by BOD signed by so and so. According to which FS कौन साइन करेगा? मुझको बताओ. MD साइन करेगा. MD if there is MD चलेगा. सागर has to do बच्चों, सागर. Then CS also has to do बच्चों, CS बोलो. सागर सोनू, sorry सागर. राजू CS, राजू चाचा. बताओ बच्चों, CFO करना चाहिए ना? CFO ने या हाँ या ना? मुझको बताओ बच्चों हाउ इट इज गोइंग ऑन. MD इफ नॉट MD देन बच्चों, सॉरी क्या बोला मैंने पहले बोला चेयरमैन. इफ नॉट चेयरमैन देन 2 डायरेक्टर्स, वन आउट ऑफ विच बच्चों शुड बी व्हाट? डायरेक्टर MD. तो सागर हैज टू डू. सागर प्लस हरी और सागर प्लस राही, सागर प्लस संसार और बच्चों सागर प्लस नब. ओके एवरीबॉडी, बट सागर हैज टू, सागर विद वन ऑफ द डायरेक्टर्स, 2 डायरेक्टर्स. CFO है बराबर है बच्चों, क्या है? CS. एम आई बच्चों मिसिंग एनीबडी एल्स? डन. ओके, तो सागर, सोनू, राजू एंड वन मोर गाय आउट ऑफ द डायरेक्टर्स. चला गया क्या? हरी, राही, संसार, नब. एम आई करेक्ट? बताओ फटाफट बच्चों. आई एम फॉरगेटिंग नेम्स क्विकली. सागर आ गया. ओके, वेर इज सागर? हियर एंड हियर. सो ऑप्शन बी इज बच्चों गॉन. चलेगा? यहाँ पे सागर नहीं है ना? हाँ, सागर हैज टू डू. देन राजू हैज टू डू बच्चों, राजू को करना ही करना है. राजू इज देयर एंड राजू इज हियर ऑल्सो. चलेगा? फाइन बच्चों, ठीक है. सोनू, यस सोनू ऑल्सो हैज टू डू. सोनू आ गया. इधर भी बच्चों सोनू आ गया. ठीक है, तो बच्चों यहाँ पे C चला गया. चलेगा क्या बच्चों? ऑल ऑफ यू क्लियर? फाइन. सो ऑप्शन A एंड D बच्चों, बिकॉज A इज ऑल्सो fully not correct ना, because when MD signs one more director बच्चों has to sign. Are you all okay with me? तो राही, संसार, नब. हरी, राही, संसार, नब. हरी, राही, संसार, नब. Are you all बच्चों ओके? मुझको बताओ सभी को समझा कि नहीं समझा? All of you agree, disagree, understood, not understood? Comment quickly. All of you comment. जितने भी 10-12 लोग लाइव हो फटाफट. Those who are watching the video later on, kindly like the video, share the video, please, request to you for better reach. Okay, come on. Understood or not understood बच्चों फटाफट बताओ. बच्चों या राइट लियो. ठीक है, बढ़ोगे आगे. एनीबडी एनी अदर एक्सपर्ट्स कमेंट? चलो फाइन. As per provision of company law, the board's report, section 134, is recorded to be duly signed by बच्चों. I think only chairman. Otherwise, if there is no chairman बच्चों, then there are 2 directors, out of which one should be MD. चलेगा क्या? तो MD का नाम क्या था बच्चों? MD was what? सागर. So सागर has to do. वाह वाह वाह, सागर इज देयर विद एवरीबडी, वाह वाह वाह, सागर ओनली नो। शुड आई कंफर्म और विल यू आंसर और क्या? वॉल्यूम 2 सेक्शन अपना 134 है, चैप्टर नंबर 9 है। सो लेट मी जस्ट क्विकली चेक। 134 है बच्चों, 134। बीओडी हु विल साइन, चलना फटाफट। हु विल साइन, हु विल साइन, हु विल साइन? एफएस तो हो गया था, बोर्ड रिपोर्ट। इट इज ऑन विच पेज ऑन माई नोट्स, एनीबडी हैज एनी आइडिया? फटाफट बताओ। एवरीथिंग आई हैव डन स्टार मार्क ओनली, दिस स्टार मार्क, दैट स्टार मार्क, एवरीथिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट। यस, 134 6। क्या बोला बच्चों? एटलीस्ट टू डायरेक्टर्स और वन ऑफ हुम शैल बी एमडी, उतना ही बोला है ना? इफ नॉट बाय चेयरपर्सन, हुआ क्या? चलो, सो चेयरपर्सन इज नॉट गिवन टू अस। ऑलराइट, तो भाई अपना कौन था बच्चों? सागर। सागर वॉज एमडी। सो नाउ हरी राही संसार नब, हरी राही संसार नब, करेक्ट। अरे हाँ है ना? ऑल ऑफ क्लियर? अरे बोलो बच्चों, माय आंसर इज योर बी, एनीबडी एल्स हैज एनी अदर आंसर? सही है अपना। आगे बढ़े हम लोग, चलो। In the above case scenario, company failed. I am taking lots of time here, I agree, but I am also explaining the concept. You will not have so much of time later on in the examinations. तो तुमको फटाफट प्रोविजंस भी याद रखने पड़ेंगे ना, कौन सा लॉ आ रहा है यहाँ पे। इन द अबव सिनेरियो, कंपनी फेल्ड टू फाइल एफएस along with also and so to AGM. In this context, which of the following statement is correct? हे माँ माता जी, कुछ और ही पूछा है। सागर राजू सोनू विल बी लाइबल। तो बच्चों, इफ एट ऑल आई रिमेंबर, एमडी इज लाइबल in section 137. Okay, if they are appointed in the company. If they are not appointed बच्चों, then who are responsible? And if you have not notified anybody who are responsible, then बच्चों all directors are responsible. Okay, so okay, I'll have to बच्चों go to the provisions. 137. The table had made over there. एक टेबल है बच्चों 137 का। This one. MD and CFO, if any. और अगर वो कंपनी में नहीं है देन बच्चों एनी अदर डायरेक्टर हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल। इफ दे आर नॉट देयर देन बच्चों ऑल डायरेक्टर। सो बच्चों MD एंड CFO। वेरी ट्रिकी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड, आई फील ओवर हियर। आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द लेवल आस्क्ड इन द एग्जामिनेशंस। समझा क्या एवरीबॉडी? ऑल ऑफ यू आर क्लियर? ईच एंड एवरी वर्ड इज बच्चों इंपॉर्टेंट। MD, चलो अपना MD कौन था? सागर था क्या? MD was सागर। तो सागर एंड सोनू, सागर सोनू, सागर सोनू, सागर सोनू। ओके, एंड व्हाट वाज राजू? राजू क्या था भाई? नो। ठीक है बच्चों, माय आंसर इज दिस 3C। यू लेट मी नो बच्चों। ओके, एवरीथिंग रॉन्ग राइट करेक्ट एवरीथिंग। ठीक है, आगे बढ़े हम लोग, चलो। आगे। अच्छा ये हो गया क्या? हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चन आर आस्क्ड ओवर देयर? MCQs। ओके ओके, किधर गया ये? इज दिस अनदर क्वेश्चन ओनली? एक मिनट ना, आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। ये डिवीजन ए है, MCQs। ओके, द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स, हाँ चलेगा। ओके हाँ, ये रह गया फोर्थ। एज प्रोविजन कंपनीज एट द फॉलोइंग द कैट ऑफ द कंपनी इन डिस्कशन ऑफ ऑल बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स with relevant also was not correct because 8 years. This is very much straightforward question. समझा? Good for you. So books of accounts related period not less than 8 years are required to be kept in good order. चलेगा? 4 का बच्चा आंसर क्या है? B. Now here I have put something else only. ये हो गया अपना बच्चा आंसर. Let us check. I'll write down the answer options which I have clicked. Okay? For the one main MCQ. मैंने क्या लिया बच्चों यहाँ पे? किसको टिक मार्क किया? D. I'm writing here बच्चों our sequence है D, D, B, C एंड लास्टली बच्चों B। DBCB, DBCB याद रखोगे? DBCB, 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 आ जाओ भाई DBCB, DBCB। बाकी का आंसर मत चेक करो नलायक को। यस, फंटास्टिक, फंटाबुलस, अमेजिंग। Obviously we took around 15 minutes reading the question and highlighting because we have gone into explanation. Okay, बट अगर ये तुम्हारे 2-2 मार्क्स के है तो तुम्हारे 8 मार्क्स बच्चों जेब में है. ओके एवरीबडी, इन 15 मिनट्स विच इज़ नॉट अ बैड थिंग. 15 मिनट्स नहीं, यू विल टेक मे बी 5 to 10 मिनट्स, है ना बच्चों, कंपेरेटिवली. हुआ क्या, आगे बढ़े हम लोग. ठीक है, दैट वाज वन बिग मेन क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन केस स्टडी बेस्ड. चलेगा. फिफ्थ, नाउ बच्चों यू हैव सेपरेट सेपरेट क्वेश्चंस, एक एक तुम्हारे मार्क का रहेगा. द मेथड ऑफ इंटरप्रिटेशन, रेडी ऑल ऑफ यू. The method of interpretation which brings into effect provisions for improving the conditions of certain classes, ये तुम्हारा beneficial construction है. See, for every rule you have to understand why the rule is used. Okay, I think we have underlined also in our ICS study material also, those who are there with my batches, that which rule is used for what purpose. Well, you should obviously know that now, what is the purpose. So if the subsidy is there, some scheme is there by government, then but in that case for interpretation you a little bit, you can say, liberal or beneficial construction. Okay, okay. So improving the conditions of certain class of people who are underprivileged, so and so, which you literal, harmonious, beneficial, exceptional. बच्चों, I think it is beneficial. Okay, I 99% I'm sure it is beneficial. Okay, आगे देखते हैं. When Limited bought 15% shares of Om Limited in the year 18. Okay, in 2020 it formed a trust for its employees and donated 15% shares of Om Limited along with rupees 10 lakhs to the trust, and it became its trustee. In Feb 23, Om Limited acquired 55% stake. Classic case of Section 19. Subsidiary much not to hold shares in the holding company, and the 3 exceptions. Remember, ये holding as a second क्या था तुम्हारा member, legal representative member of a deceased, legal representative of a deceased member of holding company. Second, trustee. Third बच्चों, the holding company the became क्या था वो, the subsidiary बच्चों held shares in holding company even before it became the subsidiary. बराबर है. हाँ. Okay. In February 23, Om Limited acquired 51% shares in Win Limited through an in-house deal. Can a subsidiary company hold shares in the holding company justifiably in this situation? Yes. B and C have to check. Allowed to है. So Win Limited can represent itself as trustee only after it was holding company. नहीं बाबा. Win Limited बच्चों can do so as it is holding shares in Om Limited prior to becoming a subsidiary of it. Yes, still everybody. तो अलाउड है. तो मेरे हिसाब से बच्चों आंसर क्या तुम्हारा डी. ओके एवरीबॉडी, आगे. द डेट ऑफ मैच्योरिटी ऑफ बिल पेएबल 100 days. This is बच्चों again a classic example. Again this question is repeated many times. This is the kind of by heart also for me. Okay, so date of maturity of a bill payable 100 days after sight, which is presented for sight on 4th May. If we actually calculate बच्चों 100 days, it comes to I think 15th August. But because that is coming on the due date, but it will be payable on 14th August. I think it is 12th August, 100 days plus 3 days of grace is coming to 15th August, which is a national holiday. And therefore बच्चों it will be payable on 1 day earlier. समझा क्या बच्चों? All of you clear? अरे बोलो हाँ. All of you clear? मजा आया क्या? Do you want me to calculate or will you calculate बच्चों? This again you have done it, I think, in average due date. Take 31 days off बच्चों. May -4 plus June 30, 30th, July 31, then whatever is the balance days will go in August. I think it comes to 12th August plus 3 days of grace, and it is now the 15th August is due. That's what I mean your holiday. That's why बच्चों -1 day है ना, earlier preceding date. बढ़े आगे. कितने क्वेश्चंस है? और 2 क्वेश्चंस, 2 और 2 3. चलो नो प्रॉब्लम. 8, न्यू एज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. कुछ रहेगा तो बच्चों कैन ऑलवेज कमेंट. Issued 9% NCD worth 10 lakhs, and thereafter the directors contemplated them to get them listed after due formalities. ये तुम्हारा प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी है. Issued 9% NCD. Okay. After due formalities, these privately placed non-convertible बच्चों debentures were listed. Which of the following options is applicable to the given company? बच्चों, this again I am going back to section 2, chapter number 1 for definition of listed company. Okay, so this used to be again, like I said, this used to be such a big deal for many of you, that how can a private company be listed? Then we should discuss the same thing, that the debentures of the private company can be listed. But for the purpose of listed company definition, if all these conditions are satisfied, then we don't consider the company as listed company. That means the compliances बच्चों or listed company will not be applicable. कुछ समझा ऊपर से गया? लिस्टेड कंपनी, है ना. द फॉलोइंग क्लास ऑफ बच्चों कंपनीज विल नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड एज लिस्टेड कंपनी. उसमें देखोगे प्राइवेट कंपनी, है ना, चेक योर. पॉइंट नंबर बी, प्राइवेट कंपनी लिस्टेड एनसीडी ऑन प्राइवेट प्लेसमेंट, खत्म, स्टोरी ओवर. So it is practically, honestly, it is on live traded on stock exchange, yes, but it is not a listed company as per the definition. समझा क्या? That means the compliance of listed company will not be applicable. All of you okay till here? बोलो फटाफट हाँ, वरना रिएक्ट करो, रिएक्शंस, कम ऑन कम ऑन कम ऑन बच्चों, बड़े आगे. Option C and D is time pass. Option में तो C and D, they have made up some new options. So it is all time pass. If you want, you can just quickly go through it, read it. It is all बच्चों time pass. Section option में C and D. Some amount 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, nothing. Nothing doing. चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Before I solve 9 and 10, can you बच्चों quickly again go through the options which you have done? So you can just quickly confirm अपना सब कुछ सही था. डी सी हमने 4 तक किया था. चलो 5 का ऑप्शन, अपना ऑप्शन क्या था 5 का. सी. 6 बच्चों हाईलाइटेड डी. 7 बच्चों हाईलाइटेड बी. एंड 8 हाईलाइटेड बी. तो सी डी बी बी, सी डी बी बी, अगले 4 सी डी बी बी. फंटास्टिक बच्चों, आई एम सो हैप्पी. आई होप इवन यू आर हैप्पी. सी डी बी बी है कि नहीं बच्चों? फंटास्टिक. मज़ा आया कि नहीं? क्लियरली कुछ डाउट तो प्लीज़ पूछो. डोंट बी शाई. चलो देन रिमेनिंग 2-3 क्वेश्चंस वॉट एवर इट इज. सो दिस इज लिटिल बिट लेंथी, इसलिए आई हैड सॉल्व द अर्लियर वंस. रेडी बच्चों? चलो आ जाओ. क्या लिखा है? अ कंपनी एंटर इनटू प्रोसेस ऑफ रिड्यूसिंग कैपिटल, सेक्शन 66. हे माय गुडनेस, दिस विल बी नाउ challenging. Mr. Shah is concerned officer designated for preparing the list of creditors. He is officer of the company. Section 66 is very very lengthy. There are lots of processes which given in section 66. Tribunal order, accounting standards का कुछ statement चाहिए, that declaration और क्या चाहिए, list of creditors वो भी होना चाहिए, then they should be paid and all of that, है ना. To record their reservation and reach to a settlement under section 66. He's an officer. He's responsible if he misses on any person. Shah was, while preparing such list, deliberately, purposely, conceals name of Ramya, who is one of the company's creditors, and objects, and she bacho object, the particular Ramya objects to the reduction, whereas he makes misstatement in context of some other creditors' claims. There is a wrong information given in the list of creditors. Hua? The offense committed by Shah is punishable under bacho 447, also under 417, read with 415 of Indian Penal Code. You are required to select the most appropriate options out of below in context of offense committed by Shah. Okay. This is, by the way, but not question of this is not the question of section 66. I'll tell you why. Shah will be liable to be prosecuted under both Companies Act as well as Indian Penal Code, but shall be punished under either Companies Act or Indian Penal Code. Shah shall be liable under both, okay, but shall be punished under Companies Act or IPC, where maximum punishment is lower, okay. Shah will be liable to be prosecuted and punished under either of Companies Act and or Indian Penal Code, and liable to be prosecuted and punished under both Companies Act and Indian Penal Code. Give me an answer, bacho. You will tell me the concept. This bacho from which chapter or which concept. All of you will comment. You will not look at the answers. Please be true to yourselves. Don't do fraud. Read the question properly. Try to understand it. अच्छे से पढ़ो. Everybody will comment. Nobody will go in the answers. You will comment which is this concept. You will comment बच्चों which is this concept. चलो फटाफट बच्चों. All of you will type. अगर नहीं पता तो बोलो नहीं पता. So don't remember. बोल दो, कोई टाइप नहीं. So, बोल दो बच्चों. Come on. Tell me at least concept name or tell me chapter name. Come on बच्चों. All of you tell me. बोलो बच्चों. Give me chapter name. चलो. I am challenging you. Your exam is there in 1 month. Huh? Come on. You can do it. All of you, come on. Nobody. एक भी बच्चा नहीं है इधर. This concept is not of Companies Act. Bhavya, very good. Very good, Sri Raksha. Very good, Samhita. This bacho concept is not of Companies Act. It is bacho General Clauses Act. one person cannot be punished for two. He cannot be punished again for the same crime. Okay, a person cannot be punished for same crime twice. That is the rule of double jeopardy. Okay, इधर है क्या अपने पास? Consider बच्चों double jeopardy. Now here I think we discussed that day also. I don't know if we could reach there or no, but it is given in GCA. Yes, I think we had covered this. I think we have covered this just in the last week when we were doing the what you can say revision. GCA beta. Provision of us to offense punishable under two or more laws. Check here. And I highlighted that. Wow, wow, wow. I'm giving you by heart also here. My current students. हाँ तुम लोगों ने माती खाया दिख गया मुझको. हाँ. So when the particular punishment, particular offense is done, and there's a bunch of crime under two acts. Okay, so check please here. The offender shall be liable to be prosecuted. Case जो है ना बच्चों case, it will run on both the acts. Okay, and punished under either or any of those enactments, but shall not be punished twice. So prosecution बच्चों will happen, the case बच्चों will go on through both the acts. But punishment जो रहेगा बच्चों punishment जो रहेगा, it will happen बच्चों only for what? Only one of them. समझा? Under either or any of those enactments. Clear or no? Prosecuted and punished under either or any of those. Prosecuted and punished under either or any of those. किधर और कुछ तो गया था बच्चों. हाँ, check here. Offender may be prosecuted and punished under either or both, but shall not be liable to punishment twice. Shall be liable to prosecuted and punished under either or both. हुआ? उन्होंने आंसर क्या दिया है इसका 9 का? लेट अस चेक. 9 का आंसर क्या दिया है? सी. क्या था बच्चों? That will prosecute punish under either so and so or IPC. Okay everybody हुआ क्या? पर both compulsory है कि इधर भी आ सकता है ना. Okay. Punish देखो चेक करो ना बच्चों. Can he be punished under both? No. He cannot be punished under both. हुआ? चलो. Which are Wimmers Limited called its AGM public company on 20th September to consider and adopt FS as on 31st March 22. Ads किधर से आए वे? हे भगवान, ads are going on. Okay. गया कि नहीं ads? Are you getting ads on your mobile also? हाँ ठीक है, किधर गया? To adopt the FS as on 31st March 22. Due to want of quorum, the meeting was adjourned and the adjourned meeting was held on 27th. 1 minute. Yes. 20 was original and we actually held the meeting on 27th. What is the last date of filing of annual return with ROC? हाँ तो ये भी अच्छा, अभी भी तो तुम्हारे AGM due date के अंदर ही है ना. So AGM date or AGM due date, whichever is earlier. Yes, still all of you. तो 27 September से बच्चों what within 60 days. ऑप्शन सी. अरे बोलो हाँ. 10 का बच्चों आंसर का ऑप्शन सी. वो तो सही हो गया. ठीक है. यस. 9 तो लिटिल बिट ट्रिकी है ना. सो पनिशमेंट बच्चों दोनों ऐड के अंदर नहीं होगा. ओके एक ही के अंदर होगा वो. क्लियर ऑन ऑल ऑफ यू? डन. You covered that बच्चों nicely. I think almost in 1 hour 15 minutes you have covered that entire RTP. मजा आया. The questions are good level. So I think you can expect or understand that you need to do also बच्चों May 23 or November 22 and May 22 also. As far as possible, when students ask me, I always recommend at least for last 5 attempts, last 5 exams, बच्चों you should cover the MTB, RTB, PYQ. Then बच्चों you are in good, you can say state, so you know what are the levels of questions asked. समझेगा बच्चों? अच्छा ओके सूरज, थैंक यू बेटा. फाइनली ऑल ऑफ यू हुआ? फटाफट सब लोग बताओ जो लोग भी है लाइव. मजा आया सभी को? ऑल ऑफ यू फटाफट बताओ. इट वॉज गुड सेशन, फन सेशन, इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन. इवन इफ इट हेल्प 1 hour बच्चों, 1 hour 15 minutes, इवन इफ इट हेल्प 10-20% बच्चों, आई एम हैप्पी. चलेगा? गुड. चलो आई थिंक दैट इज इट फॉर टुडे. Whatever you want to comment, kindly comment, because this may be my last video for you till November 23 examinations. I won't be much live or anything else. Okay, बच्चों? So I wish you बच्चों all the very very best. I hope you are again very much sincere. Don't get distracted in Diwali and this and that. 10 to 12 hours daily revisions, daily study बच्चों is very much required. Do your best right now. This is your moment. These 30 to 32 days, whatever you have now, okay? These are going to make or break your career or your future rather. Not break, but still, you will be responsible for these 30 days. अगले वाले. So whatever is your result, these are your 32 days, whatever you have right now. That is going to decide your result. समझा बच्चों? So please be very very sincere. Stay in touch. I am really happy. I am getting messages of some of you doubt this and that. I try to solve of some of you. If not solved, then please little excuse me a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry in advance. Okay, I try to I try to revert. But if not, then please try to understand. Okay, bachcho. Yeah. Still, I'll try. If I have done some concept in class and then you asking again, then obviously that I'm like कि then तुमने class में क्या पढ़ाई किया था ना? If it is a good question, then obviously बच्चों I'll solve. हुआ? Otherwise, then watch my revision lectures. That will be helpful to you also. है ना बच्चों? Clear है? मजा आया? चलो बाय बाय गाइस. थैंक यू सो मच. श्रेया, वैष्णवी शेट्टी, श्रीरक्षा, अभिजीत, वैष्णवी पाटिल, समिता, सूरज, शशांत, आर्य, वैष्णवी ओनली, भाव्य. चलो गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच. वीडियो को लाइक कर दो. एक मेरा काम बच्चों पक्के से कर देना. क्या? घंटी पे बजा करो ना वीडियो को. ओके, चैनल चैनल के लिए बच्चों घंटी पे बजा करो. हिट दैट बेल आइकॉन. ओके, यू कैन जस्ट ऑलवेज कम एंड लाइक द वीडियो एंड गो. नो प्रॉब्लम. एनी टाइम इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो. है ना बच्चों? एनी टाइम इन फ्यूचर. लेकिन इवन इफ दैट वीडियो इज नॉट फॉर योर, you can say, subject or category. Clear है? चलो, thank you so much guys. Thank you so much. It was a good session, nice session. I तो at least enjoyed it. मज़ा आ गया है. Lots of revision of entire syllabus बच्चों हो जाता है. Yes चलिए. So please solve remaining RTPs also. है ना बच्चों? पक्के से please kindly share this video on all of your channels or groups which you might have of your boys and girls and students etc. पक्के से कर देना बच्चों. है ना? At least for your बच्चों WhatsApp status चलेगा. Those who are watching later on recorded lectures, मतलब later on, कमेंट कर दो बच्चों वीडियो कैसा लगा. हैव अ हैप्पी गुड टाइम बच्चों एंड स्टडी वेल. नवंबर 23 वालों अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो. बाय बाय. बाय बाय. बाय बाय. हैव अ ग्रेट टाइम बच्चों. बाय बाय. टाटा. बाय बच्चों. बाय बाय.